A very good afternoon to all of my viewers, to all of the students and everyone who is watching my lectures and videos time to time. I'm thankful to everyone. Today I'm going to talk about a very important topic which is quite influential running in the market is singlehood. I think singlehood is very nice and singlehood is a really very blessing and awesome until you get mingle and till the time you want to get mingle and for a certain period if you want to remain single and you want to enjoy your life or even you want to bring some kind of stability in the life till the time you want to remain single. uh, but I would suggest to people who are not having priorities as to get mingle and who are not having priorities to be get married yet or to get to settle in life yet. People who are in a certain age, if they have decided to go for the marriage, that is well, that's great. And the people who just are still single and wants to remain single for a certain time. Uh, there are two reasons. I mean, why people wants to be single and what are the benefits of single. I think people who remains to be single is not necessary that they are people are thinking their parents, their friends, their relatives. They are thinking they have some kind of problem, and either they have somebody else in their life and they are not discussing with us and they're hiding something. It's not like that. It is like marriage is not yet a proper priority for them, and marriage, they are not seeing marriage as a priority in their life. They are seeing their own life priority. Okay. So I have seen people who are in the market are very, in societies who are very, very, intelligent people. They don't get easily married because there is a lot of things which they do not want to disturb. Actually, they want to go in a, after some time in that phase, because you are not finding. Number first is that people who are really very intelligent are not finding people like-minded people. Okay. Which is very important actually. They don't want to get disturbed in their life tomorrow or in any phase. Okay. So and because once you are taking getting married and marriage and you are having that partner with you and you do not want to spoil anybody's life if tomorrow something god forbid happens. So nowadays divorce rate is so much high in the market, and people are marrying faster and getting divorced faster as well. And people are getting married but are not loyal with their partners. Extramarital affair problem which is happening in the society. I'll discuss someday else on this. And people who do not have such a kind of great emotions for their partner, and this is also another problem. And some people are there who just want to invest in their career and who are looking that there might be disturbances tomorrow for something. So some people are having some other priorities. So this is the reason a person who is in a certain age do not want to get married. Yet, I think there is. It is not like that people do not have plans for the marriage. It is yet the people are single, and you should not disturb them. What I am calling this, because number of parents are also worrying about their kids that they are not getting married. There is something which they are not sharing with us. Oh, what happened with the girl? What happened with that guy? They are not getting married. They have a good career. They have good education. They have good finances. They have good character. What happened with my kid? Because nothing is happened with your kid. Everything is fine with your kid. It is just they don't want to get mingled yet. Marriage have no certain age. You can do marriage at any age whenever you feel needed, right? Actually, marriage is a need. People who fall in love fast are running towards the marriage fast. People who do not fall in love fast generally getting marriage late. And people who are more intelligent, they are not getting likewise people, they are not like-minded people. They are having a fear of relationships, fall in love and getting hurt, are not ready to you know bunk themselves. Yeah, this is the, I think, main reason nowadays that people are doing very late marriages. They are not ready to get married. So it's not a problem, but I would suggest, if you really have some other priorities, you don't have a priority of a marriage yet, and you want to enjoy other priorities which are your priorities. You want to give your total time and invest your time with other priorities. I have seen in the market, in the societies, which drags me attention, that I need to discuss about the topic is a person who is well educated, and a person who is having a great character, a person who is really wants to invest in some other thing, and they don't want to invest in marriage yet. uh, I don't think so they will go in any wrong track. And a person who is in a certain age, what are you thinking, that person who is well educated and having a good job and everything, what you can do with their life? I mean, you are trying to control the life of any other person. You are not, you are no one of their life. Even parents are trying to control the life. No, you do not, you cannot control the life of any person. It is his life, it is her life. Like, the person is not interfering in your matters, I don't think so. Why society is coming and interfere in the other person's personal, right? Other person's personal life and in the priority. Why are you coming? If a person has given you the answer that I don't want to do this thing yet and I need some time, so you should give the time to the person rather than to torture them, to control them, and then harass them with other means. That is not the right way. It is completely against the laws and rules of society. You cannot force someone for the marriage. You cannot force someone to come in the relationship with us, to get mingled. Why? If a person is not ready, is in a certain age, she's in a certain age, and they are completely, busy with their schedule, and they are not doing anything which is unwanted in the society, why you are forcing any person to do? Number second, there are now two categories: a person who really wants to a single, a person who is accidentally single, right? Some people are accidentally single, they are not getting the partners, they are not getting the likewise like-minded people, and they are waiting for a right time. And some people who just, they are single, but they are single with attention, with intention, and with priority, right? So during the singlehood, in which society you are in, the first category, who are well educated, job oriented, financially good, everything is nice, they will never bump any rule of the society, they will never create any kind of facade, they will never do anything which would affect their image or their character. And they always respect society, they always respect the norms of the society, they always respect the principles and the laws, the religion they are practicing, of the religion they are practicing. So it means that person is intentionally single, and he or she wants, they have some other priorities which they needed time, and they wanted to invest in that priority. Now, coming on the second point, is the second category, who are accidentally single. Accidentally single means they are not getting the partners, and because nowadays society is like that, and they are not, they are waiting for some certain period, or they are waiting for some nice partner. Some people are waiting for good jobs, some people are waiting for good stability, financial stability. Some people wants to first stable, then to go with that social custom marriage. So for that, I have one advice, is like, we should always respect the norms of the society in which you are in. Look, if you are in America, If you are in USA and there is some other norms for the society, you can I think run your life as per their society. Okay, but you cannot use American style in this society. This is India, right? Almost in every states, almost in every area, we have a similar kind of cultures. So we should, I think, respect those cultures, and we should completely work for the culture and respect those norms which any society is having. Like we should not doing anything which hurts somebody and in somebody's life or somebody's atmosphere. Number second is if we should respect the values and the principles of the religion you are practicing, because your religion and your values, your principles, which is given by the God. Look, it's a God's governance, it's a God's earth, it's a God's property. So here the king is God. Okay, we are not the king, so we have no rights to imbalance, to disturb his, I think, world. It is his world. He has given us some certain norms and some certain principles, some values, and which you need to maintain. I think you should maintain those norms for your own good. Even if you are not maintaining those norms, it is really very harmful for the society and for your character as well, because at the same time you are thinking that you are saying that I want to be single, but you are trying to mingle in your life, which is actually against the social laws and against the religious laws. So which is not right. I would suggest that is not right. You should not go on that way. Okay, if you really looking a partner for your life, you should go ahead and directly go for the marriage rather than choosing any other path which would affect your character, which would affect your mental peace, which would affect your heart later. If you fall in love with somebody else, with someone, it happens, it's a life, it happens. If you fall in love with someone and you feel that guy is so beautiful for me, and that girl is nice for me, or depends upon your priorities which you are looking for. I think rather than going here and there in a certain age, you should directly go for the marriage, send them the marriage proposal, and go with the good norms. Be a like good husband, be a good wife. Okay, for the society, be a good respectable member in the society. But if you have decided not to be mingled, you should also think that I should not bring any kind of uncertainty or any kind of misbehavior or any kind of any such atmosphere which is not acceptable in my country or in my state or in that certain area. You should you should always think that I should maintain those standards which any sort of society is having. I can understand where this video is going to be public and people will be thinking that why are you thinking that anybody can come and interfere in my life? I'm not talking about that. If any person will come and interfere in your life, don't give any person such a damning authority that they can come and spoil your life, or they can come and disturb your life, they can try to control your life. No, it is not like that. It is just only I am saying what we should do and what we should not do, right? As a being highly educated person, as a being highly professional person, as a being highly moral level person, valuable person, so we should always maintain those standards. I have seen in number of societies people are single, they are trying to be single, they don't want to take the responsibilities yet, but they have some addictions. I don't know what kind of addictions they are having, but they are always looking here and there. Their eyes are not stagnant on a one path. and they are single. Their parents are thinking they are single, but they are doing that everything which is enjoying their life. You should go enjoy whatever you want to do, but you should not lose your character. You should not lose and compromise your character and compromise your soul. That is completely out of the box, and that is completely unacceptable for any society, and that is completely unacceptable in the God's realm, because God has already given us uh, a heart, a mind, right? So if your heart is saying that I like someone, I fall in love someone, give them the marriage proposal directly, that I really like you, I want you to be in my life, please, I want to marry you, rather than choosing a wrong path, rather than doing sins, rather than doing anything which casts your character, and which tomorrow somebody can talk about your parents, moral responsibility towards you. A person who is in a certain age, they know already what is good for us, what is good for the character, what is good for the society, what is good for the nation, relations, and everything. They will never do anything wrong, but somehow there are persons who are really immature and childish nature kind of a thing they are having certain. They choose some other way. I have seen that in very big metropolitan states, and in little areas as well. So we should always think about these things, as education is actually teaching us to be a great and a respectable member of the society, and to be the fruitful member of the society. So if an educated person can go in a wrong way, and everybody is talking about that, right? So if you are saying that I want to be single, but you are looking for some other means to fulfill that singlehood, that is entirely wrong. Okay. So if you really want to be single, and you think that God has given you that kind of energy and that kind of stamina, that you can maintain your singlehood, and you respect all the norms and everything in your society, and you don't allow people to come and control your life and to give us lectures and anything, you should be remaining then single, because you have that kind of a self control, that you can control your life, you can control your body, you can control your body needs, your mind, your emotional needs. So then you do not really need any person. But if you are feeling somehow that my body is not in a control, and my mind is not in a control, my heart is not in a control, my emotions are always in a disbalance, I want somebody in my life, so go for the marriage. And then marriage is a nice thing, because I think when you are reaching in a certain age, you are not looking for some other thing, you are looking at great companion, right? So you need a great companionship in your life. That companionship should be like minded. You cannot go with anyone, and you cannot even mingle with them. You cannot adjust with the people who are just having childish kind of nature, and who are just having that they are not thinking what actually we are doing in the life, what we need in the life. So if you feel that you really need somebody, and who would be a good companion for you, and who respect your needs and your priorities, who respect you, and I think then mingle would be good rather than single. Okay. But if you are really having some any other priority, you have some financial priorities, and you want to be somebody in your career, and you have some other priorities, and you want to completely save time, and you want to complete entire time to spend and complete focus to towards something else, then you should maintain the standards of the society and the religious demands, and that's good then. Okay. If you're fulfilling all these gaps, and you wanted to be single, and like Modi ji is a single, we have never seen Modi ji, we have never seen Yogi ji, we have never seen Kangar Nath, we have never seen I think Rahul Gandhi ji, and anywhere which is unwanted for the society, and which is unwanted for the for the religion. We have always seen them with a great regard and respect, and icons, and the influential people for everyone. So we should be like that also. So you should not bunk the social stigma, and you should not bunk the social rules, and which will become tomorrow's social stigma. So you should be a role model for the people, that if you want to be single, you have to be single like this. Okay, if you want to be mingle, then you should be mingle like this. Okay, because life is like that only. If you are single and you are fulfilling your everything, and you are maintaining that all standards of the life, and all standards which is needed for a respectable member of the society, and which is needed for a great person to become a great person, then it's great. So props is there. So but then if you're feeling that somehow my singlehood is affecting my my stats score, and my relations and everything, then go for the marriage. Okay? That is the best option you can do for yourself. Okay? So rather than doing anything wrong in the society, rather than you are looking here and there, rather than vulgaring anything in the society, it is always better to go for the marriage. Okay. So I have seen people who are really very intelligent, they directly go for the marriage rather than doing anything else which is unwanted for the society. You should not choose as an educated person and as an intellectual person to go any in a wrong way, and to choose the wrong way, because people are seeing you as a leader, people are seeing you as an icon, people are seeing you, what will they learn from you. Okay, that is completely wrong. So I'll suggest that God is having a partner for everyone, and those who are having the partners will be very happy, would be very happy with their own partners, and respect their partners. And those people who are waiting for the partners will also inshallah get a good partner, and a good companion, and a person who just have decided to remain a single, you will also get your priorities done with a great regard. So that's great. So I will say that we should always if you really have that idea that I want a partner in my life, and I fall in love, I think you should start respecting your partner first. I think respect is the first love, and if you want to see that how a person, your partner is having, uh, how much your partner is carrying a love for you, you see how much respect they are, giving you. If you really wants to see that any person, how that any person is having uh, your space in their heart, check how they are treating you, and check how much they are respecting you. So because respect is the first thing, which everyone needs. Even I think love has no value when respect is not there. Yeah? And singlehood has also no value when if you are losing your character, when you are respect, right? So people who are trying to and damage the image of the society, and those parents who are trying to damage the mental health of their kids who are enough mature, please, I would request not to do that, because via this topic you will understand that there are priorities which people are carrying, and they want to do their priorities rather than to get mingled in a fast way or very soon. I have seen in the societies people who mingled very fast, and who got married in a younger ages are eventually they are facing so many problems later. So as an intellectual, I have seen that, and they are not so much faithful to their partners. What is the purpose of their marriage when you are married, and then you are doing extramarital affairs, and those extramarital affairs are bringing you nonsense in your families, and you are talking about bullshit and crap for that single person who is really purposeful, and that a single person is really identified person, a respectable person, and they do not want to bump their peace of mind and you are talking crap and nonsense about that. It has been seen in the Indian culture so much. So I would request that you should always think before talking anything crap and nonsense about any single person. So singlehood is a really great thing, and you should mingle only when you find a like-minded person, when you find a great companion, when you find a great respectable love for yourself. That is the right time for the marriage. The right time for the marriage is not in an early age, in a certain age. The right time for the marriage is when you are finding that love, that like-minded person. When you are finding that great person in your life, that is the right time of marriage. So respect to mentorhood and respect to the singlehood as well. Hope you understand.